Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Your good name?
My name is Byomakesh Satapathy.
BMK.
Byomakesh, Byomakesh.
What does it mean, BMK? Does it carry any meaning?
Yes, sir. Byomakesh is another name of Lord Shivji. So,
Okay.
my grandfather has given that name.
Okay. So you have good credentials, BMK. You are already employed with the TCS Bengal, isn't it?
Sir, earlier I was employed in
You are Odisha taxation. Okay,
Yes.
Okay. So there is also plus one, isn't it?
No, sir, that's Group B service.
Okay. But the options are the same?
Yes, sir. Political science and geography.
Okay. What was your performance in the interview last time, Satapathy?
Sir, I had attended 2 interviews.
Okay.
This will be the 3rd one.
Confidence is not shared by even the scientists and the innovators, they say, isn't it? They want to have a regimen, regulatory law, European Union, USA,
Yes, sir.
China also.
Yes, sir.
So, but you are very confident. That's good. That's a
So
good.
there should be regulation. Otherwise, like misuse is very much possible, as we have seen in case of nuclear weapons also. Misuse is possible if it is not controlled.
Okay. This you are fond of. You like visiting places with scenic views. What was the last place you visited?
So the place which is close to my heart, which has been visited, was Thal Kaveri, the origin of Kaveri river. It was near Coorg in Karnataka. So that place has a significant beauty to cherish, and it is very close to my heart.
Okay. So you are already in what service and taxation, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Tell us something about this GST. GST, when it was ushered in, there was a lot of fanfare and it was a breakthrough kind of a thing. But I think it's 5 years, 6 years now.
Yes, sir.
It has been rolled
Sir,
out.
from July 1st, 2017, it got rolled out. There has been a lot of debates and discussion, but the motive behind it was to unify India as a single market and single tax. Originally, it was not possible to have a single tax rate. There are multiple.
Absolutely. Obviously, it has to be done.
Yes, sir.
But then, have we sorted out all the glitches in the? Because there is some reservations on the part of states, some dissatisfaction. Are we able to iron out?
Sir, as we see in the GST Council meetings, all the states they are presenting their concerns, and there is a constructive engagement between all the states as well as the union to address all the issues. I agree, sir, there are lots of issues which needs to be addressed, but I think it will take time, and gradually all the concerns will be addressed. The destination based tax, it is helpful for the not that much helpful for the manufacturing state, but the states where it is consumed, they are getting a larger share. So that was the main concern.
Good. One last question from me, and then our honorable members will take on. Recently there was a news, I don't know whether you happened to see that, 2 crores in hard cash was recovered from a civil servant in Navaranpur, part of the original Koraput. So, when you hear this, you must have read it, I suppose. Anyhow, at least now you are hearing it. Keeping hard cash, 2 crores. What are your thoughts? How do you analyze this? A place like Navaranpur, one civil servant, a public servant, is stashing away 2 crores in hard cash. What are the issues, underlying issues?
So in my personal opinion, prima facie it seems that the source from the known source of income or from salary, one civil servant cannot.
Obviously.
So there should be proper investigation and strict punishment should be imposed to set a deterrent for the future.
Why after 75 years of our country gaining independence, with so much talk about last mile reach, so much fund flowing from government of India, Odisha and other countries, donor countries, a place like a backward area, here one civil servant has 2 crores, and what are the machinery doing about it? Is it what kind of a reflection it is? And coming to corruption, of course it is corruption money. Coming to corruption is a big issue. Do you think corruption is now at the individual level, institutional level or systemic level? What do you think?
Sir, I agree. This is a completely extremely disfortunate incident, and this should not have happened. And sir, I believe it depends on the individual from the beginning. If he is not getting involved, that can create a good picture in the society and in the education.
No, for want of time, I am just Byomakesh. I am not able to pronounce it. I will call you Satapathy if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
And Satapathy, no. Corruption is a problem. It is a basic problem in governance. We have been grappling with it for the last 70 years. CBI, state vigilance, so many laws, special laws, anti-corruption law. But still, the fact is, it is staring you in the face. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Because when crores and crores. So what would you do when you become the collector, Navarampu? From your side,
Sir,
to take the bull by the horns, what would you do?
Sir, I believe it is not the severity of the punishment, rather the certainty of punishment, which can create.
Wonderful. But how do you ensure? Why we are not able to ensure the certitude or certainty of punishment? It is not the severity, but the certitude of punishment. Why is it not happening in our system? Now think systematically. The criminal justice system that takes us to the criminal justice system, is it functioning?
Sir, definitely it is functioning.
What are the institutions in the criminal justice system?
Sir, it begins with the police,
then
judiciary, and
police, prosecution, judiciary, and then finally the prison system.
Yes.
So these are the various subsystems of the criminal justice system, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But when you said, see, this man has been caught. How long it will, do you think, for the court to complete the judicial process and give him the punishment, certainty? What is the average time taken in the Indian criminal justice system? Odisha is no different.
Yes.
Is it a problem?
So definitely it is a problem. Like we have infrastructure issue, we have shortage of manpower, and like we have seen cases pending in Supreme Court for years. Similarly, in the lower judiciary also, crores of.
Okay. I think we run out of time. Just one last point. But this is the problem we know. But what is the solution? We know the criminal justice system has almost ground to a halt. Crores of cases in the subordinate judiciary and even in Supreme Court, thousands and thousands. Pendency is there, huge pendency. So the machinery has creaked to a halt, ground to a halt. So what is the solution?
Sir, we need to we need digital intervention. We can use ICT.
Very good.
And along with that, we can improve the manpower by training and continuous
Very good.
improvement of
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes. Your schooling has been in Aurobindo School of Integral Education. Can you tell something about what is this concept of integral education of Sri?
Sir, basically integral education signifies the compilation of physical as well as academic and co-curricular activities. Like in our school, it was a lot more important to play in the field along with studying in the classroom. So it integrates all the aspects, like for the development of a child, all the aspects need to be taken care of, and he has to be active in all aspects, not only in studies but also in the playground, along with in debates, in quiz. So all the extracurricular activities also need to be taken care.
So how long you have served in the taxation services?
Sir, I was posted. I got the allocation in August 2020. From August 2020 to 21 August, the probation was there. After that, I was posted as additional city and GST officer in Bhubaneswar 2 circle from August 2021.
Okay. What are the challenges of this job that you are facing now as a beginner?
Sir, there is a continuous refinement in the legal system. There are multiple Supreme Court and High Court judgment.
Question is, what are your challenges? What are the challenges you are facing in your job at the moment after serving 2 years as a beginner when you started with this job? What are the challenges you are facing now?
Sir, one thing is that to get myself updated with the evolution in the legal pronouncements. Second is, sir, in practical sense, whenever we are giving notice or demand to the taxpayer who is not paying the tax or evading the tax, in that case, like we are following the principle of natural justice, we need him to participate. But sometimes they are not participating in the process, and for that same reason, a small case also gets delayed for months. So I think that is one practical challenge that I have faced in my short tenure of 2 years.
Okay. So your native place is?
So native is from Jagatsinghpur, Odisha.
So Jagatsinghpur has produced many literary persons.
Yes.
Can you tell some of them?
So to begin with, Sarla Das was the most prominent personality from Jagatsinghpur.
Okay.
Then, sir,
What are his contributions? So simultaneously.
so he has written Odia Mahabharat. So then, sir, Pratibha Rai also comes from Jagatsinghpur. Vibhuti Patnaik also
is from
Something more
Jagatsinghpur.
about Pratibha Rai. She has been awarded.
Sir, Padma Bhushan, yes, sir. I am not able to recognize whether Padma Bhushan or Padma Shri, so that's why. So then,
In that case, Padma Award.
Yes.
You don't go to see and see has been awarded. Padma Shri has been awarded. Yes, you can go like that.
Padmasri also Baba Badhiya.
yes, sir.
And for the creations, what is the,
Sir, which one, sir?
what for she has given this?
Pratibha Rai? Sir, I don't remember.
So you have to tell 3 things. Award, what for she has got,
Her contribution.
and what are her contributions. Then next, any other person?
Sir, Vibhuti Patnaik also.
Okay.
Right now, I'm not able to remember.
One of the scientists also came from Jagatsinghpur.
Sir, yes, sir. Pranakrishna Parija
Yes.
from Jagatsinghpur.
What was his contribution? How he was so famous?
Sir, I don't remember the exact contribution. I will go through this illustrator.
He was the vice chancellor of the university. And he is a botanist. And some of his research contributions were very much in that field of botany.
I think your Byomakesh, isn't it?
Yes.
Sir told that your name is after the name of Lord Shiva. Why grandfather kept that name? Chosen for this?
Sir, he was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, so that's
But do you like Shiva?
yes, sir.
Is it hereditary or by dint of your own spirit?
I think both hereditary as well as for my inner curiosity. I also.
What you find in Shiva, I mean the incarnation of Shiva? Shiva as God,
Yes.
what you find which is something different from other gods?
So I think each god in like Hinduism, they have their certain characteristics which make them significant in their own way. And like by seeing any picture or idol, we can have a visualization like.
You just tell, I am telling, I am focusing on one question, Sibo character, you tell. What specialty is there?
The most prominent feature is that he is called Nilakantha because he has taken all the evil thing whichever was.
It's all right, you go through that. Sometimes out of anxiety, some members may ask, it is a lot of integration. ତାଙ୍କର କ'ଣ ଅଛି ମୂଷା ଅଛି ମୂଷା ଦେହରେ ଗୋଟେ ପରିବାର ଭିତରେ ସାପ ଅଛି ମୂଷା ଅଛି ମୟୂର ଅଛି so in one family so integration is there so there is a lot of integration from that character should be borrowed from isn't it you are a very good student what I find Tata consultancy you left why software engineer
Sir, I had a great learning experience.
Which year?
I left sir, December 2007.
15.
Yes.
Then why?
Sir, it was a great learning experience. I enjoyed my tenure completely.
Bangalore.
Yes. Sir, gradually I developed keen interest towards civil services. So, although I was getting good opportunity there, I thought like civil services would give me a better platform and to work in multiple domains. So that's why I
Do you believe that or is it just word sake you are saying?
No, sir, I believe.
Because state has spent so much after you to become one computer engineer. Why at the apex or the terminal end of this decision you switched up to one additional CTO? Tell frankly, doesn't
Yes,
matter.
sir, my primary goal was to clear UPSC. I could reach up to main stage. I could not qualify for the interviews. So after that, I thought of taking OPSC, and in 2018, I got 75 rank, and I was allotted Odisha Taxes and Account Service. So now I am trying to better my rank so that I can get into administrative services.
Nowadays there is a blind cry for this administrative post. Is it good for the society, welfare of the society? You could have discovered something more about this aerospace or different things.
Sir, definitely there is a lot of scope outside civil services also, but I think that personal interest, it depends on the person what he or she wants to pursue. So,
Or was it thrusted upon you by the family members?
no sir, otherwise I would have not worked for 4.5 years.
It's all right, that is your option. Is there any liberation of taxes for lawyers?
Sir, ideally there is professional tax is imposed on every profession. So like what we have seen sometimes the lawyers are not paying the professional tax.
Why?
Sir, it is said that by their justification is that they are not doing a profession but rather they are serving justice to the people. So
We all are serving justice to people.
sir, it's their perception what I have
That
understood.
should keep it in mind, but if opportunity comes also, you can throw your own view about this.
Yes.
Okay. Then about this, can you tell me about as you are coming across this financial service in judiciary and legislation, which is more important? Because sometimes you may face cases of that.
Sir, I think both are equally important and both have their own domain to work, and as we see there should be the like Montesquieu has mentioned.
There is tug of war between the judiciary and the legislation, perhaps in India and also in different high courts and others.
There should be like Montesquieu has given the theory of separation of power. Legislature, executive should be and judiciary should be should work symbiotically. Rather, they should not move into each other. It should be good for the society.
Who is the be clear about that. Judiciary is judiciary.
Yes, sir.
So forget about judiciary is Supreme Court, Appeals Court is Supreme Court.
Yes.
Decision it is clear. Different views are there. Suppose who is the state of this, head of this country?
The president in the
President naturally, isn't it? It's very clear. It's all right.
So, good, Satapathy. Our only suggestion would be for a person of your credentials, gold medalist, TCS, software engineer. This is, as Sir rightly said, it should have been a very easy thing. So, what we feel is, you attempted at UPSC. Maybe a slight disappointment there. And here also, class 1, you are missing at 75th rank. You are carrying the disappointment in your personality and face. The first thing. Would you like to have, when is your interview?
so 17.
17th. Today is 7. Would you like to have another?
Yes.
We would like to have.
Yes, sir.
Because, in fact, this is surprising to us. You are absolutely the top material, top class. But that smile is missing, animation is missing, the confidence. And then so many good questions, corruption, Sarasile, whatever, your TCS. You should come with that was for a 6er. Spectacular. You should have sent it for the first. Because everything, and then you said it in criminal justice, sir, ICT.
Yes.
But then we have to prod you. You are weighed down with the disappointments. That is very obvious. That is the first and the last thing. Remove that, you will come out in flying colors. Okay, 160 is not the thing. You should get easily to 200 simply by your credentials. So you will say, sir, as a civil servant, I will bring all my expertise. Now, AI, deploy AI. Who knows AI better than you? You have the credential. TCS man, a soft man, gold medalist. Sir, I will deploy. Far from it, it's not a loss. So that is a deliberate yoker. You get the point? That is, you should have sent it for 6 straight away. Sir, I will bring all my credentials, exposure in TCS. Because there is so much deployment of AI. They say even Russia, USA said, no, they are going to invade. In spite of the protestations of Russia, they said it AI, because things are moving, it will put them together. Predictive AI. So many domains, health, education, I will deploy them. Okay, sir, I will help with, I will leverage my expertise to deploy them in all the domain of governance, education, agriculture, call it any domain, because it is relevant to all the domains of governance. You have one more, you should have one more mock, come, and then we should see the difference. You will be coming on top. Okay, all the best. For want of time, yes. Sir.